And now we have to deal with the consequences of it, it seems to me.
And Ben, one of those consequences is the election, and I don't know that people have fully woken up to this, will be about, for Trump, his freedom. So people think that the last two elections on Trump's part were bat bleep crazy. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, Nicole, I mean, I worry a lot about this as well. The reality, like, you have better legal experts than me. It does seem like the possibility of these trials coming to a conclusion before the election are quite slim, which means that we're going to be in the unprecedented territory, not just of a former president being indicted, but him running for president literally for the existential purpose of keeping himself out of prison. That's the backdrop to this election. That is scary. We've seen in other systems, Nicole, if I look around the world, oftentimes you get the most extreme behavior from leaders who feel like their back is against the wall. Like in Russia, the extreme version of that is that Vladimir Putin probably thinks if he leaves power, he's going to end up dead. You know, in this case, we have Donald Trump thinking that if I don't win this election, I could end up in prison, which means, you know, he'll be pulling out all the stops yet again. I'd like to end on a note of hope, though, on this, Nicole. I mean, I've often come on here and issued dire warnings about democracy. The reality is, precisely for the reasons we've been talking about, I think the healthiest scenario here, and I'm not just saying this as a Democrat, like I'd like there to be nothing more than an insane Republican Party. There's a scenario here in which the American people, for the fourth consecutive election, 2018, 2020, 2022, and then 2024, look over the abyss and say, no, we're not going there. We're not doing that. And they turn back Trump at the ballot box. And then the justice system, presumably if the wheels of justice keep churning, render their verdict on Trump itself. And we could find ourselves in a much healthier situation where, yes, there's division. Yes, there's grievance. Yes, there's all the hatred and structural inequities that are informing what got us here. But the center will have held, and it will have held not just in the legal system. We shouldn't just look to a Jack Smith to rescue us, but the American people themselves will have rendered judgment as well.